You are viewing the path through the wooded lot next to my home. A path that I created several years ago, but that now has associated with it an area in which there is a large rock stupa. It's hard to see the path because of the leaves, but coming up on the right, under a tree, will be a small cement statue of Sakyamuni Buddha, and on the left, a rock in which has been sandblasted the name I have selected for this stupa. There's Sakyamuni on the right, there's the sign, the stone on the left, with the words Amitayus Stupa. Amitayus means eternal life or infinite life. Chapter 16 of the Lotus Sutra teaches of the eternal life of the Buddha. He is always with us in this world to serve as a source of support, to serve as a teacher, eternally, forever. And beyond this sign, naming the stupa, is a standing, tall slate rock in which has been sandblasted the Nembutsu, the 6 Chinese characters, Namu Amida Butsu, which is the practice within Jodoshinshu Buddhism, which is actually a non-practice in which we recite the name Namu Amida Butsu as an expression of gratitude for all the comfort and support given to us by the eternal Buddha, who accepts us just as we are. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. To the right is what I have been referring to in previous videos as the sitting rock. It's got a very naturally contoured seating area. And then the stupa, the huge, almost 7,000-pound boulder on the top, and the hard granite rock underneath supporting it. Zooming in, you can see that there's been a hole drilled in the bottom boulder, into which I have placed a PVC pipe containing so-called Buddhist relics, including a small bust of Sakyamuni Buddha, 2 statues of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, and a small statue of Hotai, the Laughing Buddha, also known to be Maitreya Buddha, the Buddha of the future. There are other things in this pipe which I'll describe in the description of this video. Placing relics of this type into a stupa is a long-standing tradition within Buddhism. Backing off, we can see the path around the stupa, which is a meditation path, and interestingly, various neighbors have come to view this area and have given it different names. One of which is a meditation rock garden. And now we're about to take a closer look at the upper boulder on the stupa itself, making up the stupa, which has now sandblasted into it an actual phrase from the Lotus Sutra, from the 16th chapter on the eternal life of the Buddha, which expresses this notion of the Buddha being available to us over time in the world. As he says repeatedly, am I born in the world of the living? and he refers to himself as the Tathagata, the one thus come, or the one thus gone. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Going back now down to the walking path, we approach on the left the large stone which has carved into it the last phrase within the Diamond Sutra, where the Buddha is responding to the disciples' question about how they should go about teaching the Dharma after his parinirvana. And he says, all things should be contemplated as being like a dream, an illusion, a bubble and a shadow, like a cloud, a dewdrop, and a flash of lightning. How profound. Back to the path, walking on the mountain mist flat flagstones. We come around, again clockwise, around the stupa, and see in the distance another large carved stone. But also in the middle here we see a holly tree and a side path that we will follow shortly. But first, that large carved stone embedded with the words common to all Buddhist sects, in this case written in the Pali language, the three refuges. We take refuge in the Buddha, we take refuge in the Dharma, and we take refuge in the Sangha. And beyond there is the grotto, the Kuan Yin Grotto, that we will come and view much more closely. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. Going around now toward the grotto, we approach Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin, Avalokiteshvara, Kannon, known in all these various languages and cultures as the Bodhisattva who embodies and represents infinite compassion. She is the regarder of the cries of the world. Whatever distress or problems an individual is facing, they can count on Kuan Yin Kuan Yin, who is an emanation of Amida Buddha. And there she is, riding on the back of a dragon in the ocean and carrying her vase which contains healing dew. She hears the sounds of the world. She knows what people are experiencing, how they are suffering, and is there as a source of direct comfort to us suffering beings. She is the epitome of the Bodhisattva, profound, sublime, and profound. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu.